Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Raiders going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 58 yards. Red zone opportunity. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal from the 5. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. The 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And his kick is right through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the forward down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And the Raiders have got him. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, it'll make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, Kelly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Hayes Pollard leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, look here. Here we go. Look it back there in Philly. Here we go. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Back there in Philly. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Carr to throw on second down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything,
All
right?
right, here we go. Blue, landed.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go. B-19. Go, go. Watch it now, B-19. Go. Leopard.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first down, it's Kelly. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Kelly. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first down throw, Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Kelly. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They start the drive with Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty, Lynch. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw after the play fake to Lynch. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Duke Riley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On is the punter King to send it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Khalil Mack. in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw on second down. Carr looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. Third down here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing his Carr on third down. And he finds Cook. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Gives to Marshawn. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And look out. I think he's going to go. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, his first ever touchdown in silver and black. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. We want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go.
Now Kellen. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Kelly operating from the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go with Lynch right side. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now Carr. His throw incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They begin with a run by Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Kelly. Looking to throw on second down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bruce Irvin from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Kelly. And a pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Whoosh. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 36 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Leonard Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. A play fake. Now Kelly trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So they're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 10 here. Kelly now throwing again. And quick throw here. That's complete. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Kelly on 3rd and 2. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Fresh set of downs here.
No, check, Patriot!
Now Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Kelly to throw on 2nd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here we go now. Black 58 real. Black 58 real. Ace. Check 43.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Black 58 real. Black 58 real. Here we go. Ace. Here we go.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll go with a big back Fournette and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Now a give, running right is Lynch. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw is Kelly on first down. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Over! No. Check. Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the air on second down. Kelly. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there again. My goodness, that is now his fourth sack tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Kelly now operating from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Look at 56. Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Kill. No. Check. Patriot! Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So out come the Raiders. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case.